in Abia State, one of the prominent political faces in Umuahia, North State constituency, a man from Ohoho himself. They call themselves Ohoho Rozo. I have with me in the studio the person of High Chief Prince Raymond of Ofoegbu, popularly known as Onyinye Ohoho. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nice to meet you again.
Thank you for coming. We have interacted some time ago. That was when he was aspiring to be the flag bearer of the PDP for Umuahia North State constituency ticket. And the discussion is still on, and we'll be looking at other different issues as regards the elections, his choice of candidates, why he's choosing them, and other trending issues. Thank you so much again for coming to the studio.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, I've introduced him properly, and of course, he's the son of the soil. Is there any other thing that I need to add to your introduction?
I think you got it all. Onyongo is a trade name, so that's okay.
Yes, Onyongo is the trade name, and of course, I must accept that that's a very popular name in Umuahia, North State constituency, and largely in Abia State. People know that name because of one of many other things he has done philanthropically, reaching out to the people, touching the life of the people in different ways. So back to the issue. The primaries have come and gone, and at the moment somebody has emerged as the candidate of the PDP and the flag bearer of your party for the election come 11th of March 2023, and the person is not you. What's happening?
I mean, the person is not me, like you just said. Okay, thank you, my brother Emelike Inebu, for having me today. Let's go straight to the business.
Yes.
Like you just pointed out about the primary exercise that have come and gone. You know, the remnant is still there.
Okay.
And the remnant is what is we have now. And sometimes, if you were born, you live in the north, you know, Dawa, the chaff, the remnant is not always useless. Sometimes what we are looking for lies in the remnant.
Okay.
So the remnant of that primary exercise will soon be made known to the public, because I believe it's not yet over.
Obviously, based on what you are saying, it's as if you are not comfortable with the decision that was reached or how the primary went. And so, I don't want to go into the legal, I know the matter is in court at the moment. I don't want to go into the legal issues, but I want to ask you just one simple question. Most times you see people either truthfully or wrongfully, when they lose primary, they move on with their life.
Moving on, like you said, in a party, if you want to be a Democrat, you have to be a Democrat. If you want to be a progressive or a Republican, you have to be one. Moving on, like maybe how they operate here, you didn't get a ticket, you rush out of the party, that's prostitution. I'm not cut out for prostitution. I have already set my goals, my philosophy and my ideology about what I've chosen to do as a politician. If the system is wrong, you don't have to run away from the system. You look for a way to either you add, correct, make an input towards a better system that you desire. So that is the process we are in now. The party is our party. I got matured into PDP. I was a child in PDP. My family is PDP. At some point in this life, 1999, 2003 to 2007, my father's name in the community is PDP. Whenever he crosses, what the children, everybody shout is PDP. So I am not seeing any reason why I should leave PDP because one or two set of persons choose to do things differently or wrongly. We will be there in our house and we will correct what is wrong in our homes. Thank you.
Yes, Onyinyo just says that he's going to be in the house, in their house, and correct what is wrong in the house. But let me ask you again this question again. Do you believe, is your hope assured that the judiciary is going to is going to be on your side this time around? Because most times when you have very high hopes, they can dash it sometimes.
Yeah, I have a much belief. One, I believe in Nigeria system.
Okay.
Because I have been exposed to go to United States public administrative and logistics environment. I find out that our constitution and the United States is not too different. It's all about us to uphold our own law. So what do I mean by that? 17 years as an immigration officer, I know the little part of Nigerian law and system. So I have big hope in the judiciary system, which is the last hope of the common man. They have been doing so greatly in the time past. They are not going to do differently this time. So our hope is in the judiciary.
So you are confident?
Yes, confident.
That the judgment will go your way?
Confidently, sir. Confidently.
Yes, we are still on this show, Focal Point, and we are discussing with Onyinyo. Don't forget his real name is High Chief Prince Raymond Ofoegbu, but is popularly known as Onyinyo. Let's talk to your supporters. Of course, I've been witness once or twice when you have gathering of your supporters. They are quite in good number. The elections are already by the corner. If the court gives a decision, do you think you can match up with other candidates who are already in the field campaigning?
Why not? Oh, this is their gift. This is the gift of our land. They know their gift is coming. Everybody has been praying, waiting for the gift to finally come. So, winning election is already won. The Ohoho people know what they want. We do not misplace priorities. We know what we want at any point in time. So if you go to the street like P2B will say, go and verify. If you go to the street of Ohoho to verify, every man, woman, child, even the little ones want Onyinyo to come. So it's not a matter of winning an election. It's about the mindset, the heart of the people, the heartbeat of the people is Onyinyo. So I believe when we pass through the judiciary process and victory is ensured, our people will accept what they have been praying for. You can't pray for the whole night for God to answer a prayer, and when He finally answers the prayer, you have alternative no. You will just go into Thanksgiving. So what our home people is about to encounter is Thanksgiving period of time, because the reality is this. Our people has been, I don't know, they have been shortchanged, they have been cheated for so long by our own sons and daughters who think they can decide for the people. Whenever 3 or 4 or 5 persons come around to say, Ashe, most of the time they are not speaking the mind of the people. Are you going to the street? Are you interacting with all our mothers? Are you interacting with our men? Most of these so-called candidates, nobody knows, they don't even come around. So I believe, even if the ticket is in my hand, by March 10th, I will represent the good people of our come 2023.
Politicians usually have doses and overdose of optimism of injection.
But it's reality. This is reality.
Okay, we are still discussing with Onyinyo, of course, popularly known by that name, Onyinyo. And let's look at your philanthropic activity. You know, most politicians, after, if probably they are running for a particular thing and it didn't work that way, their philanthropic idea and works ends there. In fact, during the close election period, you begin to hear of emergency NGOs, foundations everywhere. So, I want to ask, one thing you are known for is your philanthropic activities. I'm aware of so many of them that you have done. Have you upped the philanthropic activities after the primaries? Or is the tap of a philanthropic activity, is this still flowing?
It's very much flowing. And it will keep flowing because I wasn't doing anything for anybody ab initio. I was doing it for myself. So are you going to stop doing something for yourself? Whatever I've done in the past that they count as philanthropism was just, I was having my fun. I was being grateful to God who has given me a little. I was just looking for opportunity to help anything, anywhere I can come in. So at this point, the home people still know what is going on. Everybody that has something to do with Onyeon Foundation still know that we are moving forward. But the global economic situation is also affecting us because I've been around here trying to secure and protect the mandate of our people. I've not really been opportune to go out the way I used to go to see for intervention, for support, and to bring to our people what they desire. So I still know that in a little while, we move even higher than we've been doing. So I appeal to my people to be patient. Onu watokwa ndidi onye ọhụhụ ka na ya, onye ọhụrụ na-abịa. Ya rụma enyemela otu before. Shitelike Chineke anyị ga-eme iri mgbe na-adịghị anya.
Yes, I can boldly say amen for our people, obviously, because doing good for the people is a good thing. Let's also move into political issues. Of course, this is a political season very much. And in Abia State, recently the gubernatorial candidate of your party, late Professor Ikonne, I've already added late, died. And your party had to do another primary. And another person, Chief Ahiwe, emerged as the candidate of your party now. What has been your experience, both from the death of Professor Uche Ikonne and the emergence of Chief Ahiwe?
To the family of late Professor Uche Ikonne, condolences, and to the people of Abia State, and to the disease we say may so rest in perfect peace. That being said, we the PDP already moved on, the state already moved on to some reasonable extent. We already have a candidate, a flag bearer, a wonderful one. I think I wouldn't want to use a statement that would look like I'm saying the other candidate we ever had is not as beautiful as this, but this is destination. This is, I call it correction point. God actually gave Abia correction through PDP. I know the party may not have done so beautifully and wonderfully well, but I think this is correction point. Ahiwe is a name to work with. Ahiwe is some of the things we fail to realize as Christians from African side is praying. Do you know, how do you measure your prayers? How do you actually know the point that God have answered your prayers? We might continue praying without knowing that the answer is already here. So a mature Christian, you know when God has said, yes, this is it. We needed a figure, acceptability, a wonderful commodity, a marketable asset product that like Ahiwe, and it has emerged. Everybody's working now. I don't think anybody feeling awkward about the decision. So I pray that God give us victory at the polls so that he will do what I think he knows best how to do.
Do you think, considering the timing of his emergence and the time remaining from now to the election, and other candidates have been moving, talking to people, going to nook and cranny? Even today, there was a debate I held at the Catholic Church debate organized by Catholic Church. Your candidate was not there. Are you sure he's going to be able to meet up and he's going to be able to win this election?
Why not if not? The issue of time or timing, I don't say it. When you have a good marketable product, you don't need so much media or advertisement to market your product. That gentleman is what Abia has been praying for. So at the moment he emerged, Abia became so peaceful, and we're just waiting for the date. As for time of campaign, that is the reason why I am telling you that if he's found wanting in some places where he's trying to meet up, he's a workaholic. It's been action upon action. So if like the Catholic debate he didn't make, I believe very soon he's running mate to take some other responsibility so that there will be the division of labor in some aspect that we will be represented in every corner. He will make it. He will make it. Take my word.
But why do you think Ahiwe is better than other candidates that are aspiring for that same position. Don't forget we have very great names. We have Professor Greg Ribe of ABGA,
That's right.
a professor.
That's right.
We have Dr. Alex Oti, a renowned economist and an experienced banker for so many years.
That's right.
We have Mascot Uzokalo, the brother of the former governor of Abia State.
That's right.
Him himself is a technocrat on his own. He has been chief of staff to Abia State government once upon a time. We have engineer Engineer Nwafo, who is an engineer, an experienced one, who has worked so much for Abia State in terms of constructions. Why do you think your candidate is better than these other candidates?
I mean, I think you left one of my beloved senior brothers, Ikechi.
We have yes, so I'm so sorry. We have High Chief. Hold on, let me High Chief Ikechi Emenike, who is the gubernatorial candidate of the All Progressive Congress. We have also Bishop Wamba of the ADC of the Accord Party. We have Bishop Onoha of ADC. So we have so many renowned and big people. What's different? What's the conspiration about a candidate?
Okay, I will start from the biblical side where I came through a story where they went to the house of I think Jesse to crown a king. All the big masquerade were all there. They were already there, seated. They were all doing the required thing to become a king. But when I think that's Prophet Nathan, right? When he arrived, he said, the one is not yet here. The one that God sent me to come and attend is not yet here. They say, yeah, he was still in the bush with his sheep. He said, go and bring him. That's who God has anointed. I mean, David. It's a story. So, Ahiwe emergence is so symbolic. Some of us that are gifted, we already see the
gifted spiritually. I don't understand. Is it in seeing prophecy?
That would be a story for another day. So we already see where the pedal is going to. All of these big shots they are candidates known for the past 3-4 months now since the exercise started. And we have been assessing them. It's Nana, we want Nana, we want Alesoti, we want Ikechi Miliki, who will be Uchoga, who will be a lot of names. Ahiwe was not even seen in the picture. In the whole picture, David in his shepherd area. Now, when it was time for God to correct something in Abia, I think all these gentlemen are all wonderfully qualified to be governors of Abia. But I'm looking at a correction from God Almighty. I'm looking at a divine intervention. I'm looking at something, energy that God saw in Ahiwe that he think Abia required. So having said that, we are going into a contest that we want to go and sell our product, our market. Everybody has been advertising, and I don't even have any money to go to the media to advertise mine. But the market day is already here. I brought my own, and the people choose it. Why? Destiny. So Ahiwe governorship issue is divine. It's divine. That's why I see the poll going to be more easier.
Okay, you made a statement that that even though it is true that PDP have not done everything, they have had 1 or 2 challenges in the state, but that Ahiwe is there to correct some things.
That's correct.
Do you think that Abians will have the patience to wait for your party that, just like you said, may not have done so well for them? Because we have unpaid salaries, of course you are aware of that. Pensioners are crying of paid salary. We have health workers who are crying for unpaid salary. Of course, you're too a health worker. You're also aware that Abia State Medical School certificate have been withdrawn because of a lot of issues. Do you think Abians will have that patience to now elect Ahiwe again to fix these challenges?
I mean, these things are very simple. Because of the political atmosphere, we seem to attach politics in everything. Ahiwe is not our governor now. The governor is not even in charge of most of those establishments that you just mentioned their deficiency now. So, but the cumbersome I see in governance requires extra administrative experience. I don't want to refer back, but When it was difficult, I think Professor A.C.B. Agbazure left the office because of his ambition. The governor is also contesting election. The administrative head, which is the chief of staff, is going into politics. The governor is going into politics. There's an administrative vacuum. At that point, what we require was a remedy. And that was when Ahiwe was singled in to take hold of the state. I'm not going to say he has not done bad work, very wonderful since as a chief of staff, but the administration that we are going into from May 29th, supposedly, is one he has gotten that experience. Where are we missing it? Where do we need to touch? Because most of these things you just mentioned, I would tell you is negligence. It's not like the state is not capable of taking care of it. If you manage a little family of yours and you see the state, they are too big of an exercise. So I think he is going to start from the point where the governor had just stopped because of political distraction. He is going to correct everything. Abia, if you've been in the desert for the whole night, by 4 a.m., you start becoming so impatient. That means you've not actually been here all this while. We've gathered experience. We've seen the governors come and go. But I am looking at that correction. I want you to underline that word, correction. It's a divine correction. I don't want people to politicize what is going to happen to Abia Ahiwe's governors.
Okay, so you believe that Ahiwe is going to correct anywhere we have challenges at the moment,
That's
and
correct.
his experience as the chief of staff will help him do better. Okay, let us still move on. This is Focal Point, and my name remains Emenike Rebu, the anchor of this show, Focal Point. I have with me in the studio High Chief Prince Raymond of Ofoegbu, popularly known as Onyinye Ohonho, the gift of Ohonho people, of Ohonho land. Okay, let's come down to the House of Representative position. There are contests. Ohonho people are clamoring that it is their turn to have a House of Representative member. That other zones in this House of Representative area have taken their turn. And but it seems as though you are supporting the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Engineer Chinedu Moji, who obviously is not from Ohonho. What exactly is are you not in support of your Ohonho position, or why are you supporting the Speaker?
Thank you very much for that question. I'll be very honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. I don't like sentiment.
Correct.
The reality here is what our Ohonho brothers are clamoring for. It's all right. It's our turn. It's also the turn of an Ikuku man. It's also the turn of an Iguano man. Because we are all from Iguano Umaya. We take you a little memory lane. I know first of all start by apologizing to anybody that I'm about to offend. But this is reality. You can only say what you are knowledgeable about. It's not assumption or sentimentally. The issue of Ohonho House of Reps position is all good. It could be me, it could be anybody. We wish and we want for our brother to be in the House of Reps. Not everybody will do that. Nobody will say, I don't want my own brother. But this is reality. Ohonho man and Ikuku man are the same people. So the common idea of me and my brother sharing something is still okay. Ikuku people, for all I know, have not done anything wrong in this position. Our people sometimes, because of their own selfish interests, will try to misinform others. We, as Ohonho people, have been to the House of Reps before as well. A living legend, Ambassador Empire Kano, has been to the House of Reps. But what some persons will want to tell us today is, we want to forget every other one, we want to start from so and so date. That is not being fair and honest. They have never changed the name, they have never changed the title, it's still House of Reps. Empire went before 1999. Oh, it's okay. Then Stanley Ohanjoroka went after 1991 from Ikuku. And it's a fresh deal now. It can either come from Ikuku or as a starting point. It's just like the governorship also that went on and on and on in PDP about Abia South, Abia North, and so forth, on and so forth. It's just a simple understanding and everything will come down. The gentleman in question, Chiledu, Engineer Chiledu, Engineer is just a role model to the average Iguanumaya youth. It's just a role model to everybody. I will bet with anything I can bet with that. An average child in that street wish to be like him. If you are a negative person, nobody will wish to be like you. He, in his own style of life, attracts love. He attracts friendship. He attracts people. And I've done my statistics about this upcoming election. The larger number is between the age of 18 and 45. The larger number is between 18 and 50. So, if you had been the person neglecting that age bracket in your scheme or your things of life, I bet you in any election you will lose in this nation going forward. The death rate or mortality rate things, people don't pay attention to that when you want to invest in human capacity, which this gentleman is known for. His touching lives, his breeze of life, after my immigration journey in Nigeria, which ended in 2017, I left for the United States of America, where I've been for a while before this new vision. I don't know him one-on-one. I don't have any business with him, but I am in the street. Our people desire feelings from you. They don't even want you to come and give you the so-called money they are making from that government everybody is struggling to go to. They just want a feelings that you know they exist. In the high class where he belongs, he's still in the low with everybody. Most of them can walk past the street. Nobody will recognize them. The person of Ikuku we are talking about, he cannot walk past any street. He cannot walk past just any street. And there must be a different story. This Ikuku is it's too much. So if you are visionary, if you want to key into a system, you should be able to make things you desire, things you like. I like this guy's style of politics. That's just why I'm supporting him. His ideology, his inner mind, I don't know. But the one I have seen here from my brothers, here from my sisters, here from my mothers, here from everybody. I mean, he should have the opportunity.
Obviously, Onyinyo is now a full supporter, and he's already campaigning for Chinedu Moji, the one that's popularly known as.
Is the next.
So you have completely jettisoned the aspiration and the campaign of our own people as regards House of Rep.
Please, I want you to rephrase that. I am not jettisoning the ambition of Ndioho.
Okay.
There is nowhere we have a collective say, we are contesting this position.
Okay.
It's a case of individual and their political interest. Yes.
Political interest.
Yes. The generality of if you sample their opinion,
it can go anywhere.
They want government presence.
Okay.
So we don't care who brings government presence to us. I am from the most neglected part of that Ofoegbu. I am from the most neglected, the abandoned part of the boundary between Umuahia North, Bende, and Isuguato is where I come from. We're supposed to be a state tourist center where everybody is supposed to be coming to see, and we are from the capital of the state. But we are so neglected, abandoned, we are not even paying attention to. So I can tell you that if An Hausa man comes today with government presence, man, who will follow him? Who will support him? Who will support him?
Okay. Yes, Onyoho have told us why he's supporting Right Honorable Chinedum Enyina Oji as the House of Rep member for Ikuku Federal constituency. And of course, the elections are going to hold just a few days away on the 25th of February 2023. That will be the decider, the day of this.
Yes.
The day everybody will know.
Next Saturday.
The day everybody will know his fate.
Next Saturday.
Okay, we also have the senatorial seat also of Abia Central, where your constituency also falls in. It's also under contention. We have so many candidates of the PDP. We have a candidate of the PDP, the person of Colonel Akobundu. We have the candidate of the APC, who recently won his candidacy from the court.
That's
the
right.
person of Honorable Sam Onibo, or Doziobodo, as it's popularly called.
Dozio.
We have the Labour Party candidate, who is Darlington Wokocha, Right Honorable, who is actually at the moment also at the House of Rep representing East Alangwa North and South Federal constituency. We have other candidates, numerous candidates again from different other parties who are also gunning for that position. And I have gathered from you that you are backing Colonel Akobundu. Is it just because your party, you are a PDP member, or is there a particular reason why you are in support of Colonel Akobundu?
I mean, we can borrow a leaf from the Ikuku said appraisal I just brought to you right now. The issue of Colonel Akobundu, retired but not tired.
Retired but not tired.
At this point in time, what we need is strong minds in government. Strong mind in the sense that they are going to the Senate to either change from the mess APC has caused us or to cause more havoc. So we are looking for that strong mind to come around from within our environment. And the name Colonel Akobundu rings bell nationally. I know they will have like Barrister the work here in the race.
Of Abia. Chukunwachuku of white people.
Yeah, they are all good men.
And again, Sam Onibo is also a very big name politically now.
Yes, Sam Onibo, I have a little issue with that. I am putting it to every Nigerian politician today. Anything you cannot do for your people in 4 years, you cannot do for your people in 8 years, you will never do it for them. As a representative, you will never do it for them in the sense that you are our House of Reps member, which some guys are contesting to become now. You don't know most of the communities. They don't even know you. They don't even have access to you. You always come in contact with those we know that are funny in characters. People we know that are deceptive. People that we know that are liars. People that nobody in our communities will take their word for anything. Those are the people you always like to gather around you. So how do you think you can get to us? Even at this point in time that it's already dying minute, that's what I call it, dying minute. We don't know he's contesting. We don't know he's contesting, so we are not going to consider him in any of our ideas.
It is on radio, it's everywhere that he's contesting election.
I'm from Ofoegbu, I'm from Omo. We don't know he's contesting.
There are APC members there in you are a PDP member.
We don't know.
Why don't you stick to your candidate?
Akobundu is everywhere.
Why I'm saying this
Akobundu is everywhere. So why are we going to?
Why I'm saying so is because Munyoho is that there are also some places that people will say they don't know your candidate. Your candidate may not be everywhere. But for example, in Ofoegbu, you are a PDP member in Ofoegbu.
Okay.
So if you don't know Colonel Akobundu one-on-one, you know Onyoho who will talk about Colonel Akobundu in Ofoegbu.
Okay.
In
this scenario now,
are we on the same page?
We are on the same page. But in this scenario now,
don't you have APC members in Ofoegbu?
They could be, but it's a very silent political party over there.
Okay.
It's a very silent political
party. So you are supporting Colonel Akobundu?
Akobundu has showed us love. He has been around us. And
has he done anything remarkably since he has been occupying political party positions for home people?
I will be very honest with you. My father is still very much alive. He has dealt with Colonel Akobundu before. I think he has assisted some of our guys in the military.
Okay.
He has also assisted in our transformer some time ago. Currently, he's visited all London North with me once. I had no political ambition. I was just a young immigration officer who lives and operates from the village. And this gentleman come around one evening. I don't even know him. He said he's been hearing stories since immemorial about all the farm settlement. Where is that farm settlement that he has gone to Afoegbu? He wants to go there. We went and he picked interest today. As we speak, there's a road intervention going on because the road between Umuahia North and that farm settlement that's linked to Ikuku local government has been in non-existence for the longest. And the community always come to me because I am in good time, I'm a settler. So this road, I say where you can help us, and I've gone severally to check the road. It's beyond Onyo. It's beyond me. I will say it for frankly speaking. But I don't know how he heard about it. He said, yeah, that was Okalabakwa. I said, no. He said, can we do anything? I said, we can. That road has been taken care of now.
Graded?
Yes. So I don't know what we're expecting. Is it promises or a step forward that we require more step ahead to get to our destination? If you are grading that road, that means if you have opportunity, you want to put a tire on that road. You want to bring that, the economic hub of Abia State and Southeast, you want to bring it to limelight, because I see sometimes government cannot pay, blah, 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 because we are neglecting our sources of income. The Eastern Nigerian government, through Dr. Michael Okpa, led, planted that farm settlement. There is cocoa, there is rubber, there is palm fruit. Every source of resources is there that can take care of Ministry of Agriculture without looking into the government coffers or the federal locations, so to say. But this gentleman is now bringing that road so that at least those fruit, their plantain is the best. If you see their plantain, I mean, it's a special,
wants to make me be hungry in the studio.
He wants us to have that plantain and things coming into Umuahia, because those guys have told me in confidence that they suffer a lot to cross a certain river, cross forest, to come through Isukuato to come and market a product. So, but it's easier for them to come from Afomoda, come to Ofoegbu, and come to the Umuahia capital. So we need to encourage Colonel Akobundu on that place.
Okay, we are in the studio. The program is Focal Point. My name is Ahiwe, the anchor of this show, which is called Focal Point. I'm still in the studio with a politician, a former immigration officer, and I can also say an experienced health worker, and of course a philanthropist. I'm in the studio with Onyinye Ohoho, as it's popularly called. Onyinye Ohoho in English means the gift for Ohoho people, and his name is High Chief Raymond Ofoegbu. We are still discussing political issues. Of course, you are aware that elections are around the corner. So this is the point that politicians begin to state their positions, where they stand in the forthcoming election. He has made us know that he's a full PDP man, that is going to support Chief Ahiwe for governor in Abia State. He has also informed us that he's standing strongly behind Right Honorable Engineer Chinedum Enyinaya Oji, the current Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, is supporting him to emerge as the representative of Umuahia Federal Constituency.
That's correct.
He has equally informed us that he is standing gidigba behind Colonel Akobundu for Senate Abia Central Senatorial District. We are still moving on with the discussion. So I will move now to talk about the presidency. The presidency seems to be very dicey. You are an Igbo man in Southeast. We have the P2B, who is of the Labour Party. We have Atiku Abubakar, who is of course of your party. We have Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is of the APC. We have Kwankwaso, who is of the NNPP. Those are the four prominent front-line parties at the moment. Are you going to maintain party man in this presidential, or are you going to choose Labour or any other party?
Okay, I will face reality here. I also apologize if you feel awkward about my own idea. But I am coming from an environment where my father always tells us to see white as white, see yellow as yellow, regardless of who is affected. And I would say circumstance, situation, and providence had that I stayed in the United States of America. If you are a Democrat, you're a Democrat. If you're a Republican, you're a Republican. You are not saying, you know, I made an insight in social media a few days ago. I said, 2 SIM card in a phone is China. I want Glow and I want a T-salad in the same phone. It will be China and you go to the store again tomorrow. One phone is Nokia or Samsung with 1 SIM card for Glow. You can choose to have the alternative. I don't know how you want to do it. You cannot serve 2 masters at a time. The issue of P2B presidential ambition is material, a very wonderful one, a one to behold. I think the people already, most of the persons have made their decisions, but I am not seeing the reality here. I'm not seeing it manifesting. I'm not seeing it coming to pass because Nigerians are very, 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 we are kind of human beings that we cannot stand so long for pressure. The NSAS situation likely might arise if it goes awkward with what they want. If I want it that way, we must end police today, end police today. Whereas there are many other ways they could have gone through that. When once we are victimized, they will go back. Why did I say this is P2B agitation and the way we want P2B is too much. That if something goes wrong from their belief and their expectation, they might feel cheated. But the truth here is Kwankwaso is a problem. Kwankwaso is a problem because it's a popular Nigerian presidential candidate which can beat any election. So it's a battlefield that if we, the Southeasterners, contribute and vote together, we will not make P2B president. Kwankwaso will make Kanu very difficult for him. Now you come to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, which is the popular Nigerian candidate, where more experienced, former vice presidential personality that the world is looking out for, with full energy. I said the election is between P2B and Atiku. Every other candidate are just doing it for the polity to be sweet at this point in time. I'm not seeing them coming closer to the ring. The game is between P2B and Atiku, and it's going to be a very tough one. But the population in the north will contribute to Atiku's victory.
Okay, Atiku will win. That's what you're saying.
Atiku will win.
That means you are behind Atiku.
Atiku will win. Atiku will win.
Oninyoho is obviously behind Atiku. He has shown us that he's really a party man. He's of PDP from up to down. And of course, you've seen that all his candidates are supporting are PDP members. Well, that is for Oninyoho. And we know that the elections
not
are
just for Oninyoho and the lovers, the multitude of our people.
The elections are just 4 days away, and the people will decide finally who exactly they want to emerge as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which will take over from President Muhammadu Buhari. President Muhammadu Buhari has assured Nigerians that he's going to conduct a free, fair, and transparent election.
And I trust him at that.
And that he's ready to deal with anybody that wants to foment trouble anywhere during his election. That's why recently we have seen military men showing up every nook and cranny in Lagos and other areas. They even did a march also in Abia here in Aba. So I think the president is serious. Don't you think so too?
I've always trusted Muhammadu Buhari. I've always trusted him in the sense that the background where he's coming from is discipline. So, and our people seems to forget so easily. But I can recall in 2015, during his inauguration, after appreciating Goodluck Jonathan, the next thing he says is that the system that brought him is not that wonderful. that he would like to leave a better system before leaving. I think our people were looking at Nigerian society larger, but he was talking about that system, the electoral system. Electoral system that has defrauded him a couple of times, that had changed his results several times, and still brought him through the same process. If the Buhari I know, I read about and I heard about his history, that Buhari is the one they actually are talking about. He is going to give Nigeria one of the best and wonderful electoral process.
I remember also very vividly on that particular day, he gave a quote which has resounded over and over again. And the quote is, "I am for everyone, and I am for nobody."
Nobody. Yeah, they are forgotten.
They are forgotten. Okay, finally on our discussion today, we're looking at Naira. I don't know how much Naira you have. Of course, you know that there's the scarcity of money. And everybody has been going through a whole lot. Even me, myself, have been going through a whole lot. A lot of programs, events that one should hold, you're not able to attend because our system is really cash deficiency. So has it been affecting you, and how do you see the policy?
I really thank God Almighty for granting me the opportunity to be in Nigeria
Now,
when this history is about to make. We are privileged to come from the Western world where the actual cashless economy is existing. The only thing I see or I fought in this whole process was the orientation was poor, the arrangement was very poor, but this is a very wonderful idea, which I must appeal to our Nigerians to be patient. We are very patient people. It's already over.